actually put the sentry closer towards the shrine so you get both the hillside as well as the shrine area.
You can't see up there, though.
That is true.
They don't have flying courier. You'd have to commit Wave of Terror, and that's
too much.
That wouldn't actually be that bad. I think it'd be okay to commit Wave of Terror, but yeah, they won't get that D-ward.
So Dire Observer remains where it is. Fly and S4 will be the dual safe lane, and then No Tail will head to the off lane. Jirax will be the roaming support with the early Orb of Venom, and then Anna into the mid. And Arteezy, well, at the moment he's solo top, but support is on the way. So Zion Crit to do that work, and that Observer Ward, it won't block the camps, but something it's going to do is see the positioning of the Chen. So if Chen decides whatever creep he wants, OG will understand what it is and probably where he's going to go with it. So this Observer Ward has done so much work already for OG.
Yeah, it really has. No Tail, I think, is perfectly okay versus the Darks here. Once he gets level 3, he can double poop. I don't think he needs to skill Earthbind until 4.
Really trying to get up in S4's face. This is the exact combination that EG were attempting to do up against the Meepo. Just stun into crush. Be as aggressive as you can, and then with a little bit of help from a Chen, you could probably just turn the tides a little bit more.
Sumail destroyed on the last game, and this game looks to be fairly similar in terms of CS. 5-3 for the Tinker, 1-1 for the Queen of Pain. Granted, there is the Wild Wing Ripper swirling his little feathery wings around, but it still is quite the upset in the mid lane.
Universe? Yeah, he can't body block that one forever. He's actually going to surge up. If he can get back in front of him with the Iron Shell burn, it's not enough. He would have come way too close towards the town, but it's still No Tail forced to burn the salve early on in the game.
At least he's getting farms and levels. That's exactly what you need on your Meepo.
So 3 heroes now up here for OG. Don't have a huge amount of damage. You can like Rolling Boulder into Clap and Shadow Wave, which will do a decent amount. And in fact, that's exactly what they do, but Crit gets the double crush off. There's your Shadow Wave. The damage is good, but Crit being the one to tank it meant that he'll end up surviving. Universe, oh wow, No Tail so low. That Centaur Conqueror is so close, but Sumail's already got the first blood over on Anna. A quick reply by Zai. Rolling Boulder forward from Jirax. Can't get close enough to Universe. The Centaur Conqueror coming in again, so Zai comboing up with the Darkseer. But first blood. Sumail onto Anna, and then Zai onto No Tail.
That's pretty nasty, the Centaur. Who needs Helmet Dominator when you have a Chen on your team? And that mid lane, too. I mean, I think generally Sumail's favored in most mid one-on-one matchups, but combine that with the Chen creep, it's just very little contest in the mid lane, it seems.
Life might get easier for No Tail now that he'll have 2 Earthbinds in the lane. So a lot more control over this this aggressive push that could come out from the melees.
Down him. Pretty close to dying again. He has to salve up immediately. Sumail, will he get the rocket? Yep, that's going to cancel the salve unless
quick
he
blink.
blinks.
And a dodge.
And a dodge indeed. Now Sumail's going to have to wait for that courier. I guess he could make an excursion to the shrine, but he'd miss out on a couple of CS in the meantime.
Courier just hit 3 minutes anyway, so he can bottle up. He may even just shrine and then keep all 3 charges of the bottle too.
Jirax trying to perhaps interrupt Sumail.
He walks over,
but
Troll Trap into the stun. Sumail, he's still got rockets and laser, but he decides just to wait until Zai's done enough damage that he can kill secure with the laser itself. So Sumail getting his first, they say it's 1 kill and 1 assist on the board.
Zai's doing a lot of work on the Chen. Secured Sumail the mid lane, secured the bottom lane with a Meepo kill, and prevented Earthspear from kicking him. And it seems like top lane is also not going well for S4, so EG coming out far ahead of this lane.
Here comes Zai again.
No Tail on the bottom lane.
It's the Troll Trap. Here comes your Centaur Stomp. Meepo locked in. Universal run forward. You actually get the Iron Shell up in time, and No Tail will fall. You want the Meepo to be shut down. He's died multiple times, even though he has managed to pick up 16 CS.
Yeah, the wild factor was the Chen, and Zai has been delivering. I think Chen is a very, very difficult hero to play. It requires just multiple ways to adapt in every single game. You can't play him the same way every game with the same creeps. And he's been doing a lot with the creeps that he's been given.
Jirax took the bounty rune away from Crit, then got seen by the Observer Ward of EG, rolls back up, and then Crit just can't stay on top of him. Such an amazing hero, and really they just searched a Hellbear in with an Iron Shell as well. Another kill on the bottom lane. Now the 3rd death of the Meepo. They need some kind of answer, and that's what looks to the top lane. Jirax rolling Boulder up, actually misses everything, but Artesian crit, they'll both be double kicked. But the damage and control just hasn't been enough. Artesian crit is still too strong for him.
And they're technically losing this lane too, because they're trying to use 3 heroes to zone at the 2, but Artesian's getting a ton of farm, way more than the Radiant or Dire side heroes, and they also aren't able to really pull and stack that much, and now they're under a lot of pressure. They need to get this Meepo back in the game. They need to start stacking, they need to start getting kills with the Queen, but nothing's really happening for them. And on top of this, they're going to have like the BOTs fairly soon in the Tinker, I would say, at this rate. You can BOT on the Chen creeps, the Helmet Dominator creeps, and your problems are going to compound.
I love how Samel as well, like do you even need the Soul Ring when he's able to find regeneration runes, or when he controls runes this heavily?
I don't think
rush
so.
the BTs?
Another benefit of having the Chen is you can just get sent back and just TP back to the mid lane without having to use a rearm for that. So I think you can just get BOTs very early on and just be completely okay with that. You can also, you know, ferry over some bottles to the Darkseer and the Vengeful Spirit to make the side lanes a little bit stronger without having to use the Chen heal. So, like, the laning phase is getting pretty ugly, I would say. Meepo working on a bottle, but normally Meepo has like treads and then some, I would say, at this point in time. Maybe start working towards that first Dragonlance, but he is nowhere in sight, doesn't even have an Iron Talon. But the benefit of him being in the offlane is that he can take this side camp very early on. Unfortunately, it's not stacked for him.
And it blinks into Samael. Samael's very happy just to laser him in return. Zai invading in deep thanks to the Observer. He sees a lot of maneuvering, including Jirax, so he waits for him to come up the hillside. Penitent Man, he will not pass. Jirax getting stunned up, rolling Boulder around. He had a small little opening. Meanwhile, No Tail's been brought down by Universe, and Jirax the crush from crit. It reaches over the hill thanks to the Observer Ward. You can see on the other side of the tree line.
But Zai is just playing amazingly well in this Chen. He's like,
he needs this.
Oh my.
He needs this. Universe is TPing out. Sonic Wave won't be enough damage. Universe just leaves. Anna with a haste rune rotation, he won't at least waste that much time, but he still needed that kill.
I think he could have Shadow Struck and actually he didn't have enough mana for Shadow Strike and Sonic Wave, so yeah, no kill attempt there. That was pretty close though. Chen already pushing with the help of the VS Aura. This is not good is an understatement.
Yeah, this is close to disastrous levels for OG. Losing the tower early on. We were looking at critical things to come in from OG. One of them was the Blink Dagger over on S4. I think the other thing I was looking for was Meepo to have levels, but you're 7 minutes in and you have a level 7 Meepo. It's almost unheard of. Zai, now he's looking for a kill on S4. The first time flies out. It's a wonderful kick from Jirax to create space. So EG can't get close enough for another stun.
Yeah, in retrospect, it might have been better for OG to dump the dual lane on bottom. I didn't think they'd leave Meepo solo down there, but Meepo plus Dazzle perhaps could have fended off the Darkseer Chen combination, but I don't think they were expecting the Chen to interfere so much in that lane.
Yeah, but he really did. And Universe loves to play aggressive, so does Arteezy. Surged in, gets the stun in to start with. No swap up just yet. One more attack would do it. Universe got Surge off cooldown in 1 second time, but Arteezy is not going to go that deep for it.
And he was very close to level 6. So looks like double Helmet Dominators are probably coming out. I see one headdress on the Vengeful Spirit, one on the Chen, and one on the Darkseer. Darkseer most likely building mech though. And
Tinker has BTs.
Yep, Tinker has BOTs. So that's... I think Tinker is especially good with the Helmet Dominator. The Helmet Dominator, as we saw, enabled the Clinks yesterday. I also think it can enable the Tinker this game too, if you have that level of coordination to move around the map. So Meepo, generally, you're pretty safe. You just move around wherever, but I think it's going to be very difficult to match the mobility of the constant BOTs on the Tinker.
But they got to try, or else OG is going into that lower bracket into a best-of-1 situation. At EG, they're not letting up. The pressure is applied down the bottom lane, and OG, they will give it a shot. Looks like EG, they've worked it out.
They sense something's funny.
Yep. No one's in mid. Anna is just hovering back down to show himself. With only one Meepo showing on top that also poses a couple of question marks. But OG, they've come in very, very deep, and they may have found the big target. S4 smoke will break. Samael straight to the tree line.
Man, that troll too. Zai.
Oh, Jirax. Does he get out? He's trapped up, but rolling Boulder managed to reach the other side of the river.
That positioning with the troll summoner too. Like all these small things just adding up to a goose egg for OG.
Jirax back to the bottom lane. Swap is now available for Arteezy. So ability to get himself out of trouble or potentially put someone deep in trouble.
Well, it's time to use a Primal Split. That is their biggest T-Fight ultimate, I guess, aside from Sonic Wave. If you can get in there without dying.
And with Arteezy's posturing, then I was wondering if S4 was going to trigger it just as a defensive thing.
Well, they do have the Grave, so maybe if they overcommit on S4, they can fight with the Primal Split with all the Radiant heroes on top of them, but EG doesn't really seem to be letting that happen. And Sumail's pressuring Noto on the sidelines. He did not go for that bottle that he had in his quick buy, so a little hard press for sustain.
Got the sun over on Brewmaster. You'll have to go for that Shallow Grave. Primal Split is now out. Arteezy is on the run. Jirax wants to be winning, but the Surge, he's too far away. The rockets have been thrown, so Arteezy will make it to the tree line. Trigger off his one charge to start the TP. They'll see him, and just in time, send him up and towards the air, drop him down quickly, and Arteezy will be the first kill that OG is able to claim, and it took him 10, almost a half minutes to achieve it.
Really nice play from S4 there. He read where he was going to go exactly. That's not that common of a spot, but he figured that he wasn't going over to the right side and made that clever assumption onto the middle part of the trees. It's a very important kill for them. Slowing down the Vengeful Spirit, slows down their pushes.
At the same time, Chen did some significant damage to that tier 1 tower with the catapult wave, and Crit's getting a lot of space to farm up his Blink Dagger on top. So the initiation item, the Slaughter, Mr. Third lowest net worth, is still going to have that big jump item which destroys up OG. And those Dominators are coming online. So with Mech, with Hand of God, interesting to see what Zai, like, is it worth actually getting more resistance? Like, he's just currently walking around with, okay, no, that's what it is. It's going to go into the Dominator, the heavy armor, the heavy army.
Dominator's great on Chen. I think the HPR is incredibly good.
Dude, no use double poofs. The crush will come in. Sumail will arrive. Arteezy's here as well. So Notal will die. He had teammates nearby, but nowhere near close enough to react. And what do they do now? You wait 25 seconds for him to come up. The tier 2 tower objective will be taken. So Fly stays in close, rolling boulder forward. It's a nice kick turn on the Magnetize with a Sonic Wave from Ana. The damage is big. Crit will fall. Jirax is ticking down as well. He'll be saved by that Shallow Grave. So 2 loss for EG. Universe bailing out. It'll end up being a 2-for-2 trade-off. Zai's damage with his army still there. Inflicts the last fatal blow.
Jirax is saving these team fights for them. He sacrificed his life right there just to get a lot of damage on, and that actually slowed down Slaughter's Blink. Slaughter had around 2,000 gold before he ended up dying, so pretty impactful kill. Vengeful Spirit also 0 and 2 right now. However, Tinker yet to die this game and very close to picking up
Swap,
Blink Dagger.
Stun. Who needs a Blink Dagger when you have Arteezy? Queen of Pain. She'll go down. I kind of wanted to say like space is going to be created because OG keeps that tier 2 tower alive, so Meepo can not feel as threatened under inside of his own jungle, but when things like that happen, life is harder.
Yeah, Sumail almost tried to, almost got caught out by Noto there, but yeah, and that missed. I do like the swap stun combination too. Ana didn't have Observer Wards up the hill, so wasn't really expecting that coming.
Oh, so we're going to go again on mid. It's just Notal. And Snare controlling Arteezy. His swap's almost off cooldown.
Jirax scouting out Zai on the top lane, and Zai has no idea what's happening here.
Yeah, he really doesn't, but oh, he still dodges, goes left, dodges the rolling boulder. He's still got a troll trap. They'll keep S4 away. So Zai, I don't know if unintentional awesomeness or just pure skill, but he dodges the gang from OG.
Maybe a little bit of both.
He'll take column A, column B, and add column C. Goodbye tier 1 tower mid. That's the last tier 1 tower for OG.
Meepo's getting there. He already has his level 1 talent. 15 damage really helps a lot when you're trying to farm up neutrals constantly.
Tier 1 Lances. There's your Blink Crush. Right on top of the Queen of Pain. Fly was able to get the Shallow Grave off, but Ana blinks up and away, but Notal poofing out, able to do so. Nice weave from Fly with a negative armor. Maybe EG will think twice about going in. Oh, maybe not. Crit jumps in so far. With that missed up, he already finds one. Jirax, they body block him up, so he can't really rolling bolt around this one. And that's another 2 heroes down for OG, now making it a very big margin for EG. 12-3 on the board. And maybe even more. Crit actually gets the stun. Notal caught outside the base, stunned up. 3 heroes down now. And just the last minute, and this advantage, it is skyrocketing for EG.
How demoralizing is this for the Queen of Pain and the Meepo? Meepo has been put in the grave 6 times. The Queen of Pain has just felt useless. She almost died from full HP. She regened up and just almost died again.
TZ couldn't get the stun off. Was actually dodged by the Primal Split, but Earthspirit never got into the fight. The Sonic Wave will hit nicely, but both Mech and Hand of God, so much life coming back. Chen will be the casualty. And then the stun. Ana, nowhere to run. The Master Machines are down. There's too much damage. Even Fly starts his TP. That shallow grave will last just long enough for him to get back, but S4 won't be so lucky. Tinker's coming back in again on the BT. Zai with a double kill, 16-4. This is now one of the earliest pushes into the base we've had in Dotapit so far. 15 minutes and EG are taking a tier 3 tower.
The lanes went catastrophically for OG, and this is the result. T3 and Rags being breached at just 15.5 minutes, and Notail just has not had the space to farm at all under constant pressure from the Ion Shells in the lane, and all the T1s being taken down by Chen. And it has been a nightmare for him.
Chen gets back. But they've already done the job. Off the back, the crush 3-man is practically a ravage. OG losing so much. The Dazzle will fall. Notel will go down the back lines. Durax wants to roll back in again, make the most of this magnetize. It kind of feels over, and they're just looking for any kind of bone that EG will throw them, but it doesn't really exist.
The mass aura strat too. In between the Greaves and then the Helmet Dominator and then the Chen creeps and the Chen heal, they just straight heal through that magnetize. It's as if they had, had a healing order, even better. That was crazy.
What do you even do here, OG?
Try and get big on the Meepo. Try and do a big combo with the Earth Spirit, but the vacuum wall or vacuum into the crush it's rough. It's really rough.
You've got that, you got the burn of the Iron Shell, you got Tinker getting bigger as well. Now completed up his Ether Lens, up at level 14. The highest on the map. Universe pretty close behind him. Already with a fully completed Greaves, and all these back walls that have been happening from Universe is without Blink Dagger. He's picking it up next.
That's his hero, man. He is so good with the initiation every single time.
And now you get a 4-star as well for crit, so his range of attack is even bigger. So he has to jump in. All he really wants to do is just mist up Ana, or haze up Ana.
And for Darkseer, he actually picked up the cast range talent. I think that's
oh, Jirax, that's just cruel. He got purged up by the creep, so massively slowed down. Notel will just poof himself away, but the Earth Spirit's lost. And so is the tier 2 tower on top.
Well, they can just keep this train rolling. Meepo trying to get something out of this, get the T2 on bottom, but Tinker's already there to try and march out the wave, and Notail under heavy fire, crit.
Able to get the stun. If he gets an extra bash, Meepo trying to poof out, not in time. 50 seconds on the sideline for Notail.
He's at that point where he's not even strong enough to split push and just poof out at will. The Tinker and the Sora are too strong at the moment. Everyone's too strong on EG, honestly.
Tinker's going to start to murder people even harder. Finished up the Dagon, so on top of the burst damage he already had, he's going to amplify that more. Such a huge game right now for EG. They played so well. They're going to push their advantage a little bit harder.
It's pretty sad for Caught when he had to take the 5 strength over the 20 damage.
Are they going to come to fight? OG, they need to. They really don't have a choice. Meepo can TP out to the shrine, but Roshan, he's going to be dead before OG arrive. That's exactly what's happened. So Arteezy becomes immortal. The Weave will connect from the Dazzle. And EG will just wait it out and go for, well, potentially a death push. They could just rotate and be safe. Go for the tier 2 tower on bot lane. Make no mistakes.
Either one, I'm sure, is a fine position, as long as they don't fight uphill into that shrine. It's probably the only one that's a losing cause for them.
It's like Samael changed his mind on his item build. He's going to go into the Aghanim Scepter now. He got the level 1 Dagon and was looking at the rest of the levels as well.
What surge is this?
But now maybe a little bit more of a plan that goes beyond 20 minutes.
Having the laser refract on all the Meepos just limits his output greatly. And you can't get BKB to counter it. Can't get MKB to counter it. You have to get Bloodthorn or just get a Hex to kill the Tinker, but he is in no such position to do so.
Yeah, that's way too much money for the Meepo. Meepo still needs to build up his stats. He's probably, yeah, he needs to get the Blink Dagger off the double Dragon Lance.
And then Scepter, and then another item.
Yep, that's when you can think about something like an Orchid, Bloodthorn, something along those lines.
Queen of Pain's also in poverty mode.
What's she walking around with? Veil and looking at Eels, but you're probably considering buyback as your more important thing at the moment. Both Meepo, Dazzle, and the Queen of Pain all have buyback available.
Well, here we go. Yes, potentially coming in from the sides, trying to scat off with a Tinker. That could be a great way for them to start the fight if Jerax can get the stun off.
He's really close, but Samel just blinks a little bit further back. The stun will go on Arteezy, not the one they want. He's got the Aegis Steam. That's the reason why Arteezy's on the front lines. And S4 almost dying to just the march, the machines and the spam from range.
Yep, that's an Alpha Wolf sitting right there too. Buff up Arteezy's damage and a place for the Tinker to TP too.
Oh, Samel, he jumped in a little bit closer. No doubt thought that was his opportunity, but then the back three-man wall and three-man crush. EG hit the combination. They don't get the kills off it, however. There's a little bit of interruption on the back lines by Jirax. Again, trying to create space for his team, and with the rest of this Bruling ultimate, they have to try and kill off something, even if it's just burning the Aegis, the Immortal. It stops Arteezy from standing in the front lines, but they don't have the damage, they don't have the control. Brewmaster will go back to his normal self. Charlotte Graves used on Anima crit right there for the crush. Arteezy on the money. There's your nuke. Queen of Pain will buy back, and OG will throw everything, mainly their bodies, at this EG lineup. And Universe, another quick back. He's just trying to keep him in place. The wall's in pretty deep, so they just make more copies, more vision. The top racks are totally gone. Another crush out. Jirax is gone. OG huddling on their tier 4 towers. The damage from Samhail is way too big. Then there it is. GG is called. Evil Geniuses will do it in 21.5, taking out OG 2-0 in the winners bracket final.
In the